Pregame show.
Round 2 action of the NBA playoffs about to get underway, and we're here to bring you all the action on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, all here for the ride. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Heat in Miami. For the Heat, they completed their first-round series in 5 games, looking very confident as we begin the conference semifinals. And after a spirited start to these playoffs, Kenny, only 8 clubs remain. Talk about the biggest difference between the first and second rounds.
Oh, the biggest difference is the talent level, and as a whole and individually. The stakes are raised, the pressure is more, the fans are more engaged, everything about it as the levels go up.
Magnified.
Without question.
Magnified.
Magnification.
And this is when things get a lot tougher. Sometimes coaching strategy becomes a deciding factor.
Magnified.
We are now about to see who's playing chess, who's playing checkers.
Ooh, magnified.
Ernie.
Big.
So, my name is Magnified.
Magnified Shaq.
Shagnified.
Shagnified. He puts everything out.
There's always a way to make that.
Always does it.
Goodness, because because that segment was dying. Okay, until you came up with that.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Miami Heat were dominant in Round 1, able to advance in just 5 games. But the real test starts now, as a new challenger awaits in the series opener against the Nets. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived to move one step closer to the title. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the Brooklyn Nets and the Miami Heat. Take a look at the Heat. Saw them looking very tough, winning that last round pretty easily in 5 games.
And well, other than Game 7, I think Game 1 is the most important game of the series. For them as a home team, especially, lose this game, and then there goes home court advantage.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Williams is out there with Randall, and it's Harris in at the 3. Now, here's Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Over Russell. No good off the back of the rim. Harris outside. He dishes it to Russell. At the elbow, Randall. And it's sent back by George.
The kid toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Off the inbound, no good.
You'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Richardson finds George. Passes it to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. 13 feet away. And that's off the glass and in.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Here's LeVert. Handle outside. Russell against George. Right side Russell. Takes the 13-footer. Paul George grabs the miss. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They get it again. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And not afraid to say it. If Drummond isn't the best rebounder in the NBA, he's got to be in the top 3. That goes for both ends of the floor. Just no way to hold him in check on the board.
Richardson with it. Now defended by Randall. Oladipo for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
George trying to break free. And there's Oladipo on the assist by George. Oladipo's got his second basket of the night. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Well, I asked him about what the goals were coming into game 1, and he said, win at all costs. If we can't put up a strong showing tonight, and everything we work for to get home court advantage goes out the window. Well, it looks like his guys are already in desperation mode, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. D'Angelo Russell 4th.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Randall outside. Here's Williams, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
And the first one drops. Free throws good for Williams. The Heat leading by 3. Richardson kicks to George. Here's Drummond. Outside for George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Julius Randle picks one up.
Paul George does a great job changing speeds right there, and that's a huge part of his athleticism. Takes it strong to the cup and just daring a defender to come at him.
Miami shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he knocks down the first one.
And you wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Russell kicks to Harris. Over George. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Now here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Harris, right side. Rebound, Andre Drummond.
That was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
And sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
George against Harris. Oladipo taking his time here. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Just 4 to shoot. Miami no good on that time either. Nets trail by 3. Russell left side. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. Outside Williams. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. Charity strike shot.
Well, there's no vacancy down there. Josh Richardson gives no room to the offensive player.
Pass to Adebayo, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's George, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Harris.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake. You know that one, Kev, the pump fake.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And here's Russell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Williams. Down low. There's LeVert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Jusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Adebayo. One falls, so he hits both of them. He'd have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Richardson kicks to Nurkic. George passes to Oladipo. Over Williams. And that one goes long.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you be up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. It's an excellent job.
Now, here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Richardson. It's Oladipo on the wing. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit.
And now only 1 away away from being in the penalty.
It's stolen by Oladipo.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it. There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. It's already his second foul in the first quarter.
The Nets have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Two shots.
Throw good, Russell.
Yeah, not many guys entering the league impact their teams this fast. Russell is an exception.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Heat leading by 4. Richardson finds Drummond. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Russell. And the pass to LeVert. Harris, good. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he can take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
Richardson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Sure. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. He kicks it to Williams. Here's Randall. The shot. No good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Pass to Richardson. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Now, here is Russell. He feeds it to Randall. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Randall's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Oladipo, the pass to George. A 3-pointer, no good.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Here's LeVert. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Both loose. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Moves back up. Kicks to Drummond. Passes to Oladipo. A 3-pointer is right on target. Oladipo's got 9 points.
Oladipo constantly looking to score. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he's ready to pull.
LeVert the pass to Randall. Here's LeVert. Richardson covering. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Julius Randle. Morris comes in for Williams. Harris is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Napier in for Russell. He's perfect from the line this time. Now here's Richardson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Drummond. Buries it down low. And the Heat lead by 5. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Now here's Napier by Oladipo. Napier feeling it out a bit. Pocket 6. Harris dishes to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And a new group in for the Heat. Winslow's checked in for Drummond. King comes in for George. Wade, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Oladipo. And the Nets also making a change. Crab's checked in. Wade kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Wade. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Wade's got his first 2 points of the night.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
Here's Napier. D right on him. The pass to Crab. Poked away. Outside Harris. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Heat leading by 5. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. On the wing, Winslow. Covered by Morris. Up again. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Allen Crabbe showing another part of his game, not just a three-point shooter spotting up, but a distributor on that play.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. He kicks it to Winslow. Now here's Wade. He's guarded by Crabbe. Wade finds Nurkic. Excellent D there from Allen.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pass to Nathan. There's a minute left to play in the first. In the corner, it's Morris. Shoots over Winslow. Morris, no good. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Feeds it to Nurkic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Morris. The Nets have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Napier up top. Now the feed to Allen. Nurkic with the steal. Shot on the wing. King, that's good. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Napier. Passes to Morris. Over Winslow. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Miami Heat. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Back right after this. Coming to the Brooklyn Nets in 2017, Allen Crabbe saw the opportunity.
Being a Net for me, man, is just great. You know, it's good for my future. It's good for my career. I think they did whatever they had to do in order to get me. So why wouldn't you want to play for an organization like that, man?
Clearly, this team values Crabbe and Greg, what he gives them.
And no question, Crabbe is a floor spacer who also defends at a high level, a versatile player.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
Well, you just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of one? I think those steals really established momentum in their favor.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harris. Napier is out there with Craig. Then there's Allen. And it's Morris in at the 4.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but, man, that's an easy shot.
And here's Harris from the arc. No good there. Well, he go the other way with it. Here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. This one for 3. They get the rebound. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Crabb. Kicks it to Napier. Here's ball movement by Brooklyn. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Morris, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both. Here's Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nurkic kicks to Winslow. Pass to Adebayo. Over Harris. Back to Winslow. Hits it from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 6.
Well, Justice Winslow takes time to balance himself and measure the defense there. That helps him maintain good body position before the launch.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Now here's Napier. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. From deep.
And that's really solid defense from Wade there. He wasn't going to give the offense any room.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
Now, here is Morris. Nurkic with the block.
Excellent defense by Nurkic on that play. He made sure that shot was not going anywhere near the rim.
Out to Wade. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Timeout called the Nets.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
So for the Nets, Harris is checked in for Harris. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Allen Crabbe. And a little under 3 laps in the second quarter of play. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Dinwiddie. Napier covering. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Winslow, the pass to Nurkic. No one covered. Nurkic has got his first points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Drummond's checked in for Nurkic. Paul George comes in for Bam Adebayo. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Oladipo in for Dinwiddie. And the Nets also making a change. Julius Randle's checked in for Marcus Morris. Brooklyn on defense, trailing by 10. Winslow finds Richardson. Off target from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Harris dishes to Napier. Outside, Russell fires the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Well, Paul George, understanding more and more his role on the offensive end of the floor here, knows what kind of shots to take, and that's a good one there.
Now, here's Napier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. George against Harris. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
You can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Williams, he's checked in for Allen. And it's LeVert in for Napier. Now, here is Russell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
What's up?
Free throw good, Russell.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Now, here's Oladipo. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. There's Winslow. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harris outside. Dishes to Russell. Back to Harris. Over George. They get a bet. Williams lays it up off the glass.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
And Drummond kicks to George. Over Harris. Rebound, Brooklyn. Randle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. You just can't buy a bucket right now.
Here's George. And that one hits back iron. Nets trail by 7. Here's LeVert. He has 7. The dish to Harris. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Goes up off the inbound, and it's laid in by Randle. Randle's got his 2nd basket of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Paul George is great at breaking down the defense, and he does it with the pass that time.
Russell kicks to Williams. Dishes it to Harris. Here's LeVert, defended by George. Fires for three. Can't hit that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a three in the first, nothing in the second.
Brooklyn with the ball. Paul George missing from long range.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
Miami leading by 5. Outside, George at the elbow. It's Winslow. Richardson kicks to George. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Oladipo misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Harris's shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Now the pass to Oladipo. Pass to Richardson. Poked away. And here's Randall. Russell left side. And Winslow pulls it down. Fires from 18. Not enough on that one as it misses. Nets trail by 5. Russell feeling it out a bit. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Russell's got 7.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Heat call time here. And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Third is Andre Drummond.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 3-point lead. George against Harris. For 3. Offensive rebound. Drummond. He gets it in there. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
LeVert the pass to Russell. Here's LeVert. Outside Russell. The shot comes out. Nice D from Oladipo. The Heat leading by 5. Here's George. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 4 assists now tonight. And the Nets shooting a pretty cool 37% from the floor in the second. Not what they're looking for. Williams passes to LeVert. Outside Russell. Hits the 3-point bomb. 10 points for him.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Oladipo against Russell. Oladipo finds Drummond. Takes a 3. Oladipo misses.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's George. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. George against Harris. From 18 feet away. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Here's Randall. Out to Harris. Williams passes to LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. Harris against George. A second chance effort. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. And he's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And Oladipo has it in the corner. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Dwayne, you know this team very well. How are they playing in the first half?
Oh, they're playing a good game. You know, they came out and made an adjustment. So, you know, it's our job now to go in the locker room, see what they made the adjustment, and come out and make it. You know, we're going to continue to play it in.
It's always those second half adjustments that tell the story. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. For the Heat, they've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
A great look at American Airlines Arena right on the shores of Biscayne Bay as we welcome you back to Miami. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. A 2-point game. Paul George is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Miami. That ties the game. 12 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Monster night, and what's scary, Russell's built for many more of these.
Richardson with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Oladipo outside. From deep three-point range. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. Russell inside. Guarded by Oladipo. Here's LeVert, back to Russell for the lead, and Oladipo pulls it down.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
And George gets it to go.
can only do so much right there. It's a good challenge on the Paul George shot. It didn't matter much.
Now here is Harris, and it's Paul George with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Russell dishes to Williams. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So it's Brooklyn now, trailing by 2. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. George against Harris. Lock at 6. Here's Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. He's off on the first. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Heat with the lead. With the floater. Williams with the block. They recover it, and the basket is good. Burnett shooting for the game at 42%. Outside, Russell. Here's Harris. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Well, he's an efficient scorer in this one. Harris can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Oladipo against Russell. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Richardson. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 16.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Randle kicks for Russell. Knock loose. In transition, here comes Miami. Richardson's running. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Nets trail by 4. Randle passes to LeVert. Outside, Williams. This is it to Russell. From outside, off the mark.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
And George with the stop.
A good chance to see Paul George hurts that time.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. Now, here is Russell. 12 points for him. Williams finds Randle. And it's sent back by Drummond. And he recovers it. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Oladipo, good.
Good recognition from the 2-guard. Richardson demonstrating remarkable initiative to get that pass over.
Harris outside. Williams passes to Harris. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Randle. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Ooh. Okay. That's how you attack.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 10-point game. Timeout called the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
That's checked in for the Nets. Napier comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Outside Williams. Out to Harris. Back to Williams. And again, no good by Brooklyn. To the inside. Here's Richardson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Harris. Over George. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 18 points.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, with that make right there, that could change things.
Now here's Randall. He's got 6. Napier kicks to Harris. The pass to Randall. Over Drummond. Off the left rim and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Nets trail by 15. To the paint. Back to Napier. Nets passing it around. Randall dishes to Harris. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Second, Andre Drummond. And the Nets with possession here. Randall finds Napier. And even 3-on-3 break. Richardson gets a wide open look. And the Heat, another 3.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Randall outside. Harris outside. Back to Randall. Six to shoot. They need this. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Williams.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Some changes here for the Heat. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Drummond. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Josh Richardson. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Randall. Marcus Morris comes in for Williams. And Harris subbed in for Tobias Harris. Now, here's Wade. Here's George. Over Crabb. George with the bucket. George has got 23 points.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
To the left side wing. Allen passes to Napier. He kicks it to Crabb. On the wing, Harris. This is his first free throw of the game.
Two shots. Last on the first.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. The Heat leading by 19 points. Wade kicks to Oladipo. To the paint, stolen by Allen. Napier finds Harris, out to Morris, and here is Crabb. Now here's Napier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Crabb, down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Miami's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Now one against Nurkic, and there's a foul called on Allen Crabb. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Miami. On the wing, George, guarded by Harris. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by George, no good. Nets trailed by 19. Now Crabb kicks to Napier. Back to Crabb. Three-pointer. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And some changes here for the Heat. Winslow's checked in for Bam Adebayo. King comes in for George. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Oladipo. Here's Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Nurkic. Over Allen. Again, the miss by the Heat. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Now here's Crabb. Poked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And sliding inside, under control. Russell still just scratching the surface of his full potential.
Passes to King. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Over Harris. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
It has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Miami. They lead by 17. Harris against King. Russell passes to Allen. Back to Russell. Wide open. That one goes. Count it. Russell's got 16.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator. Russell can also catch and fire.
Wade against Russell. Again, the miss by the Heat. Nets trail by 15. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Morris outside. Teardrop shot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. Miami leading by 15. And here's Winslow. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Getting the foul on the shot.
The Heat have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. The Nets making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Nets trail by 15. Lots of room. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. He's got 9. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Dinwiddie kicks to Winslow. Good ball movement here by Miami. To stop the drought. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Fires from deep. Here's Allen. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
You like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's Miami looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect, and we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Allen is out there with Morris, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Nurkic, and Allen with the block, and he gets it back. Harris looking it over. Here's Russell. It's not going to go for him. Well, he go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. There's Winslow. That's short off the rim.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Winslow against Russell. Pass to LeVert. Back to Russell. A 3 ball. Doesn't go for him.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
Here's Nurkic. Another shot, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Nurkic with the pump fake does a good job fooling the defender that time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And they better hope their performance at the line in the second half doesn't come back to bite them. Missing your free throws is a good way to cough up a lead.
And it's LeVert missing.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. You got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Got a piece of it. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And it's Wade in the corner. And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. King outside. He kicks it to Nurkic. 4 on the clock. Banked in off the glass. Nurkic has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Heat.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Here's LeVert. Here's Allen. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Kicks it to Nurkic. And Allen with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Some changes for Brooklyn. Ando comes in for Marcus Morris. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Harris. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to King. Shot clock at 5. Over Allen. King's shot is off.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
To the middle, LeVert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunity.
Well, Heat leading by 11. Dinwiddie passes to King. At the elbow, it's Winslow. Back to King.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
And Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Russell finds Randall. Teardrop shot. And the rebound by Nurkic. Miami with the ball. Passes it to Winslow. Count it. Good.
Like to see Justice Winslow doing great work on the interior like that.
Nets trail by 15. Outside, Russell. Pass to Randall. Shoots over King. Randall no good. The Heat have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. The shot by Wade, no good. The Nets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. LeVert the pass to Harris. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Not much you can do defensively when Tobias is covered. He's still finding ways to score.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Andre Drummond's checked in for Winslow. Paul George comes in for King. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Oladipo in for Dinwiddie. Alan Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Evan?
Okay, David, much appreciated. 2 points. That one goes.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Russell kicks to Randall. Poked away and stolen by Drummond. There's the pass to Richardson. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 9 assists now tonight. Harris with it. Pass to Russell. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by LeVert.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
The Heat leading by 17. To to the paint. Here's Drummond, and he lays it straight in.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Now here is Harris. Here's Randall. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets trail by 19. Russell kicks to Williams. Passes it to LeVert. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Here's LeVert. Richardson cover. And it's LeVert missing.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
And here's George for 3. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 28 points for the game.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Here's LeVert. The 3. Good on the triple.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Now, here's Richardson. Here's Nurkic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nurkic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And stolen by Drummond. Down low. Richardson dishes to Nurkic. Oladipo outside. George against Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Allen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Oladipo finds George, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's LeVert. Dishes to Russell. Pass to LeVert. A 3-ball. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Now, here's George. He kicks it to Oladipo. The pass to Richardson. And again, Miami with the triple.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Russell. Pass to Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Tough to fault him for the struggles of the team so far. He has been solid. It's the rest of the guys that need to come along for the ride.
Now, here is George. Now, here's Nurkic. Oladipo outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Richardson. Nurkic, count that one. And And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Awesome concentration by Nurkic there to take his time in the post and make the shot look easy.
Russell passes to Randall. Passes it to LeVert. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 16th rebound on the night. And Oladipo kicks to Nurkic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good. Nurkic. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for Nurkic. Here's Russell. Pass to LeVert. He feeds it to Harris. Here's LeVert. Richardson cover. It's hauled in by the Heat.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Inside. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
Oladipo against Russell. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Andre Drummond's checked in for Nurkic. And a new group in for the Nets. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Miami.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for Miami.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Drummond.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
6 to shoot. It's Oladipo on the wing. Napier covering. Oladipo, good.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Now, here is Morris.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
Shooting. Marcus Morris at the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And so here is Miami. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Knocked away and stolen by Napier. so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor, you guys have been pushing the tempo, looking to get out and run, and it's working. Has that been a focus of late?
We figured out that we got to play fast and we got to play high tempo no matter what happens, and we got to stay together. So we got to just continue to keep working.
Well, you certainly hit them first tonight, Victor. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.